Good day, everybody, it's Max, and this is Starbirds. That's right. And on this episode, we're going to go through and have a look at some of the crazier achievements that I've done here. Of course, we've gone through and played all the levels, and we even took Sector 7 and did it in real time for you guys, just to show you some of the complexities you really got to do when it comes to getting some of the higher achievement levels on this one. I have 100% achievements on this game, baby, you betcha. Let's have a look at them rewards, shall we? So here we are. Of course, one of the things I'd like to do on camera a few times is, which will not be today, but we'll try and do that here once we get the Prepper Man up and running, is to do the speed run for Sector 1 in 3.5 minutes. Now, obviously, I've done it. I've got the achievement, but it is not easy. In fact, none of these are easy, people. As you can see, a lot of them have a star condition, right, without building upgrades. And that's why I keep saying, even though you can upgrade all the buildings all you want, doing it only makes it harder for you. Because if you go into a map and you do things, and then you upgrade the building, you've ruined the map and you have to start a whole new map. Just destroying the building and then putting up down a plain building again does not take it away from the map. The map recognizes that you upgraded a building at some point in time and it ruins it. So, I mean, it's nice that they give you these upgrades. Yes, I suppose I could try and go through and play again and see how much more I could do with upgrades. But unfortunately, you can't get, which will allow you to get some of these 75s and 85s easier, but you can't get the Superbird Starbird 5s or this stuff with upgraded buildings. So this all had to be done with just normal level 1 buildings, people. But that's what most of these are, is when you do get the amounts that they require and you do it with a non-upgraded building. But just to have a look at the oddity stuff, of course, doing it in 3.5 minutes was a challenge. Transport items from eight different items between asteroids, and basically what you got to do there is you just got to, before you don't send anything back to base first. What you do is you mine a thing and then you send it to another asteroid, then you can send it to base, right? Or if you're really on the ball, you like take water from the first asteroid, you send it to a second asteroid, and then just pipe straight across to a rocket and send it to a third asteroid, and then send it to home base. Is how you get around that one. And it's pretty crazy. Of course, doing it on only 3 asteroids, that's quite tricky, right? It's not fast going, that's for sure. It's not hard to do, but you do gotta really, it's not fast. It's not fast, that's for sure. Reaching station level 14 without purchasing more than 1 production building each. That's pretty crazy, right? So only 1 refiner, 1 chem lab, 1 cubicle lab. And you had to be very careful not to buy a second one, right? You can mine stuff as fast as you want, but you got to be careful not to buy any more than 1 production building. Again, it's not hard, it's just not fast, right? Because you got to do 1 item at a time and kind of work your way through it. Of course, the only other real ones here, hard melting, melt all the ice on one of the asteroids in Sector 6. This isn't overly hard. You just got to find an asteroid with something to melt, and then I think the one I did, I had to buy 10 of these things and just plaster all over the asteroid, and it took care of it, no problem. And now the final one here on 5, you just got to find the uranium asteroid, right? There's usually one asteroid that's got a bucket load of uranium on it. You get fusion power here, so you get the fusion power, you get your uranium, and then you just set up 5 fusion plants, or 4 fusion plants if you can get enough. If you can get 10 solar to work with you, or 8 solar to work with it. But you'll probably need at least 4 fusion plants at 8 power each. And so, of course, you can plug them all together and just pump them full of uranium. And then you either do 5 plants or 4 plants and 8 solar, right? If you got a decent solar field, you can do 8 solar along with the 4 plants, and you get your 40. So with that, let's now switch the screen over, and let's have a look at some of these maps on how we did it. So today, folks, we're going to go back and have a look at each of the maps with a little bit of detail on each one. Nothing too crazy. I can't do an hour and a half, people. It just can't happen. But we're going to go a little bit back and have a look at what it took in some of these to actually get the scores needed. So, of course, we, of course, have played the series and doing each of the sectors. But offline, many of these extra bonuses I've had to do offline just because of some of the craziness you have to do. I mean, you just watch me do Sector 7. Well, you better have anyway. And, of course, just some of the wackiness that you have to do there. They're all like that, and you're going to see that here as the maps go on. Of course, you needed 20 stars. Here we are at Sector 1. You needed 20 extra stars to make that work. And you had to also do something that's slightly different. You had to finish the entire sector in 3.5 minutes. So we're going to hit continue. I might actually try a speed run or 2 of it on camera. I've actually done it. Obviously, I have the achievement. But it is not easy. It is definitely not easy. But let's just have a look in here to see what it takes to get 20 stars. So 20 stars, of course, you got all 5 of the living quarters. And then, of course, down here, so that's 5. And then you have to get all 3 stars for the remaining 5 components. So not an overly big challenge here. Of course, we go in here. You'll notice each non-upgraded launch pad can handle 4 inputs at full speed ahead. So, of course, here's our 4 inputs running on that one, and of course then we have the other one over here, and of course this one too also has 4 inputs for each one, and of course you use every port you can, people. That's right, we use all the ports to get all the things to get station level to 20. So of course, because you got to have like I believe the first tier stuff requires 81 or 88 per minute. So you'll notice here these are all pushing like, high 80s up to 100. So that's how we're handling that one. All right, so let's now have a look at level 2. Level 2, of course, its biggest trick was the asteroid transfer. Now, don't get me wrong, getting 32 stars was tough, but the asteroid transfer was the big one here. So basically what you got going on is, if we have a look at each one, we got stuff intentionally moving from one asteroid to the next, to the next, to the next, just circling around out here, so as you could get it to actually count towards your count of 8, is what's going on. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yep, okay, great. I'm glad you guys had that big conversation. So, you'll notice here, it wasn't so much about the numbers, but you notice here, like, we're bringing in 4 items off of this, on this rocket, and we're just basically dumping them back off and sending them back to space, right? Because we need to transfer 8 things between rockets. Here's another example where we're transferring water and lemon slices into another rocket just to do it, right? That is basically what we got going on here. But just to show you the amounts, this one here, it's big. This is not the. This obviously is not for the 35 stars. This one was done for the transfer amounts. For the 35 stars, of course, you would get 3, 6, and you get 9 stars up here. And then you'd have to grab, 20 26 stars down here, and of course we didn't even count 2 because I think we didn't bother. Goop would be 1. Yes, so Goop is 1, Ash is the other. You notice we're not even getting stars on Ash at the moment, uranium. So with that is what's going on with level 2. It's just a lot of back and forth transfer to make that work. Now, 2.1 is a little crazy, and that's because this here, of course, required maximum score. Like, it didn't really tell you what maximum score was. You just kind of get it. I mean, that's great. It's maximum score. I mean, it's awesome. But the other thing there was 3 asteroids. Now that is not this one. This one here was for maximum score. But 3 asteroids basically is basically around, I believe, the starting 3, and that's about it. Like you just got to work with that, and that's pretty crazy. So you'll notice here, maximum score achieved. You'll notice that you cannot. I mean, it's every single unit and every supply unit. So basically, what they could have said was just get 48 stars, right? So everything's been discovered, and it's all 3 stars. So that is what is giving us the 48 stars. And of course, you're not working on a big asteroid here, people. And once again, carbon is the enemy. You need a lot of carbon for other formulas. So you need carbon for hydrocarbons and hydrocarbons for plastics and 2 or 3 other things, actually. You need carbon for so much stuff that I panic. I panic over carbon, people. It's crazy. Every time I see carbon come up, I know it's a panic situation, right? That's for sure. You recognize carbon, and it's like, oh no. And it's like, oh yes. Prepare to panic for carbon, because again, you need carbon for so many things. Yeah, it is. And this, of course, is crystal. It too is a bit of a pain if you don't have the water and the required lemon slices. But anything besides that, carbon and the crystal are probably my 2 biggest concerns. Now, I mean, yes, we do have socks and stuff, but those are very unique items. They're not mass-produced bulk with large quantity requirements like carbon and crystal. So they're always a bit of a panic, people. It's a bit of a panic. So that is our 2-1, where you take a little detour. Here we are at level 3. Of course, they wanted 52 stars. They got it. And they need station level 14. Well, really, that's not hard. The big here was you weren't allowed to buy more than 1 building to do this stuff. So basically, what you had to do was, what are you doing? Yeah, I know it's Victory. I am Victory. This is the 52 star map. It is not the other map where you just buy 1 building. You never get 52 stars with 1 building. So basically, what you got to do is you got to basically just mine 1 thing at a time, right? So like, for example, if you wanted iron, you bought 1 miner with 1 thing, and you put it down and you mine that iron. And then like on things where there were multiples, oh right, he's out of a quest. On things that were multiples, like let's say you needed 3 items, you have to take your 1 miner around and you had to mine each one of them all once. It was very slow. It was quite slow to do. But wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. This, of course, is the need of 52 stars. And as you can see here, most asteroids doing lots of things. This is probably my carbon asteroid. Oh, no, it's the crystal asteroid, is it? Well, like I said, it's either carbon or crystal when they look like this, right? Because you need a lot of carbon and a lot of crystal. I wonder if I could point out the carbon the carbon site, because again, they tend to be pretty crazy. No, that's just a bunch of water. Just a bunch of water on that one. Really? There's no carbon needed here at all? I don't believe that. Really? I didn't need any carbon on this one. This one was just a big mirror glass, pull my hair out, type scenario. Oh, okay, well that's fine. I'm okay with this. Anyway, one of the few times you don't need carbon. There was a little 3-1 on this one as well. 45 stars required, and of course, no upgraded buildings if you wanted both of those. This one was really quirky because it has all just singularity type asteroids, and you basically got to ship everything here. Right, so if we go here, this is we basically have everything coming here with a bunch of launch pads, and then we're making stuff, right? We're making carbon and crystal and oxygen. Oh, look, there's my favorite hydrocarbon stuff. You name it. That's what was coming here. So basically, you had to ship everything here, and then you could have it, right? But everything else was like a singularity, right? Like all you got was a launch pad, right? And, and one launch pad per window. So any more than 4 miners without upgrades, of course, is a waste of time. And that was it. It was a very, I must say, they had several unique maps with this, and this is one of them, that's for sure. Every one of these just has one launcher, so you have to work with what you get, people. It's the way it is. Okay. And then that put us on to the next one up here. 64 stars. The numbers kept climbing, people. The numbers keep climbing. It's crazy. 64 of them stars. Let's have a look at the wind condition on this one. Of course, at the same time, they are asking for a fair amount of station level. I noticed I didn't get the last one here. I did not. I guess I never did craft that conductor. Oh, there you go. I think I must have probably done it at some point in time, because I think it's 65 stars for this one, isn't it? Go here. Sector 4. No, 64 stars. Well, there you go. I guess I thought I could skip it. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm fine. Let's see. We got a couple big asteroids here, of course. Carbon, again, being a big asteroid. You need a lot of, you got to have a lot of moving parts for carbon. Of course, it helps to have water. Water close by because, of just what you need to have it. Methane gas and water, very big needs. So you're always saving those planets for your carbon or your crystal. Carbon and crystal. If you're not doing one, you're doing the other on these big boys. It's the way it is. No, look at that. There's crystal right there, right? So, like I said, you're either doing carbon or crystal or both. And this asteroid is handling both. This of course, is the first time I had to deal with frozen water too. And look, we've already hit 65, right? And we're not even playing anymore. It's great. So that worked out well. Of course, level 5. It has. You need an overload. Now, I don't believe I have this one as overload, but let's go on inside and have a look. I've gotten up to 77 stars. I believe the 75 is the target. But one of the big things you got to do is you have to take an asteroid and you basically got to put down a bunch of fusion reactors. It's the only way you get to win on this one. This is your pretty standard condition. Of course, the needs get crazier and crazier. The asteroids are getting tinier and tinier, and the piping is getting wackier and wackier. With all the little grinders on there. And of course, they love their acids and they love their stuff. The acid and mirrors with crystals, right? That's a thing. But what you got to do is you do have to take one of these asteroids, and I'm pretty sure I've already done, like, you have to, sometimes you have to run these a couple of times, people, and I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it's the back one I did. Now, you got to remember, some of these maps change, right? So I think it was this asteroid back here. But basically what you do is you find an asteroid, you get some uranium on there, and basically you plow it full of nuclear reactors, right? Until you get 40 power. In fact, this looks like it actually is part of the asteroid I've done. We already have multiple solar panels on here that aren't even being used. I have 2 nuclear reactors that aren't even plugged in anymore, right? So obviously I have done this exercise on this map, and at the same time, like everything is just running towards doing nuclear power, right? But I would say I probably did it earlier in the map, and then once I had that bonus, I then switched gears and started sending it off-world to send power to other places. Is probably what I've done for that particular map. So that's fine. And this is another one of them crazy asteroids that has nothing on it. Boo! No asteroid. No asteroid love. Okay, so that was Sector 5. Sector 5-1. You're thinking, oh, well, 31 stars. That's easy. Like, no. I'll tell you right now. It was not. Yeah, you would think 31 stars would be easy to get. It is not. It was painful. It was very painful. You'll notice we're down to 27 here at the moment. It was very painful. This is very much like Sector 7. These little asteroids, you can't do squat with them. So they are kind of useless to work with. It looks like you were getting a lot of freebie here. You ain't getting freebie squat. 3 asteroids have nothing on them, have a landing and a build pad. Now, that's fine. Right? I believe all 4 corners actually were like that. Yes. Yeah, there's nothing on this asteroid, right? It was pointless to come here. So we used it to make scrap, but I see must be an issue with the landing sequences. I wonder why that is. Anyway, but I probably made the scrap for one of these here, right? One of the units. But yeah, like a lot of these, 4 of these asteroids, you couldn't use for squat. So which means you had the other 4 corners, which were the only things you could do. So you're thinking, oh well, you only needed like a 30 something. Yeah, well, 30 something's really hard to get when there's nothing to get. Like it's really tough. So tough. You'll notice here, oh, wait a minute. Where's the stuff? That's right. No stuff. It's tough when you have no stuff. Anywhere, really. Only a few asteroids actually had stuff. I think there was 3 of them. This is one, which was totally covered in water, right? So you use this as your water base. I believe this guy over here is the methane gas one. So you only got 3 minerals to start, and this was totally covered in methane gas. Yeah, so that is his job. Look at all the cash money. Holy smokes. That's a lot of cash money. Max, we're not playing it, but there's so much cash money. Cash money. Anyway, stop playing it. This is the methane gas one. And the third and final one was this one down here. And that was it. You got 3 asteroids with some lemons. Was the only other asteroid you got. So you can see here, all we're doing here is we're launching a fair amount of lemons, but we are actually making crystal on this one too because it was a little bigger of an asteroid. So yeah, this was a tough one, people. It was tough. Don't let the tiny number fool you. Of course, 6, 85 stars. Holy smokes, people. It was tough. Yeah, it's a lot of stars. It's a lot of stars. You get 23 stars for filling the map, except for the last one. And I think it's because, oh yes, he wanted the elastiscopes. And I wasn't quite sure on that, but that's fine. We just dropped to 84, but that's because probably one of the launch pads is either backed up or whatever. As for the other 85 stars, yeah, so it's triangles. It's giving me a hard time. It likes to do that. The other 84, 61, 62 stars all comes from here. And as I mentioned, don't ignore ash and goop. It looks like, when you're doing these challenges, sometimes it looks like it's nearly well impossible, and then you remember, wait a minute, I can get up to 6 extra stars for just junk, right? Throw garbage into the refiner and you'll get ash. Throw 2 pieces of junk into a chemical lab and you'll get goop. You get 6 free stars right out of the gate, right? But don't rely on them until the very end when it all looks desperate, right? Is the best way to play that out. So that is how we got 85 crazy stars on this one. Let's see. Do you want to look at a couple faves here? Sure, we can have a look at a couple of these. We'll probably go to that other one too. A lot of the crazy square ones. I never quite understood those. This guy, we threw iron and uranium into space all the time, is what we were doing here, right? And look, what happens when you take 2 things and just smack them together? Goop! And that's why you do that at the very end, so as you can pull off a few extra stars if you really need them. So of course we'll come down here. That guy and this guy are my two big producers. And that guy down in the left corner, we'll come back to him. He's my carbon guy. This is my crazy iron guy, a gold guy. Gold allows us to make that thread, by the way. And this is the only planet of gold. This was also the first planet where I didn't have to take water to make oxygen, so that was kind of a nice deal. And I'll say, gotta like the shortcuts sometimes, people. Gotta like the shortcuts sometimes. Okay, this I'm pretty sure is my carbon rock. Yeah, I mean he is carbonized. He is carboned out. He does all the carbon things. I mean, it looks like a porcupine. It's crazy. But anyway, you can always tell the carbon planets. Way too many chemical labs for their own good. You're either making crystals or carbon. It's the way that goes, people. It's the way that goes. Of course, we did do level 7, real time. Holy smokes. Man, that was this was crazy. 1 asteroid to do them all. Yep. 1 asteroid to do them all. Yeah, well, to do them all right. And multi-leveled. I mean, it looks awesome. Yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, it looks awesome. But I mean, the same challenges remain. So we have, this was painful. There's the light alloy there. What's in that one? Light alloys and feathers. Is that a thing? Could I have snuck that pipe right there? And all that time I was trying to fight with this alloy over here, and I could have probably snuck some alloy out of this one and got it up to this mirror ball for 55. Holy smokes, people. The things you see after the fact. I mean, the amount of hair pulling I did alone here. Well, don't that just make me sad? But anyway, it is what it is, people. We still got the 55. In fact, we got 56 when we did it. It wasn't a stable 56, but it was 56. Hey, look at the crazy fungus tree with its 4 electricity. Whew. Let me tell you, people, it's tough. And I see I forgot the border again. Gosh darn it, Max. That's been a bad habit lately. Yeah, but your mind's been pretty busy. I mean, you got to cut yourself some slack here, dude. I mean, you've been run right off your feet for the last 4 or 5 weeks, buddy. And you know, slipping in an extra game here and stuff just to, you know, just for the funsies of it. You know, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on you. I see 3 electricity. Never made it to that guy. I'll bet you I could get him up and running again. Okay, well, he's got goop going on. What's going on here? Well, that's goop goop. That's goop goop. Oh, okay. This isn't. This is a camp. Oh, this is one of them cubicles, right? He's just there because, yeah. All right, we didn't miss anything there, people. It is what it is. The challenge at the time, people. The challenges of the time. Let me tell you. I mean, it looks impressive, right? And it even looks more impressive when you're launching it at 2 times speed, right? I mean, the 2 times speed is crazy. I mean, yep, it's just, it's like, it just rock and roll, people. Rock and roll. Anyway, I've left the border on. I'm Max. This, of course, has been Starbirds. And, of course, we're gonna have some fun with the Prepper Man and a few other things. As we, I might come back and play some of the .1s. Once we get the Prepper Man up and running and he gets into a routine, especially in the latter part of that series where, you know, if we're going to do like a 12-month run or something like that, that takes a little time, right? You know, you're looking at a few months out for that one. So we'll have a few holes in there, and I'll run some of the point 1s in here just to show you those maps. They're all randomized. You can run them over and over and over again, but you get a different map every time. And so, of course, you got to play it a little differently every time. So with that, thanks everybody that's been watching this series. I appreciate it very much. Of course, yeah, the Prepper Man, Arnold, Roxanne, and Arnold. You betcha. We're gonna have the gang back. We're gonna have a few new friends. I always like a few new friends to talk to. We'll add them to the list, and I will see you all on that one. Take care.